There's a Bible verse that sums up the life principle I'm going to share with you today. If you've been listening to my podcast, Create a Generational Life Love Cycle, it is about healing from the inside out. It is about leaving a legacy worth fighting for. And it's about achieving and sustaining optimal health while we fulfill our divine purpose. That Bible verse I want to share with you today is, but someone will say, you have faith and I have works. Show me your faith apart from your works, and I will show you my faith by my works. My mother would often tell us that God helps those who help themselves. And that is a profound statement that you can make to a child. And that in those words are concepts, virtues, responsibility, accountability, kindness, patience. There's so much greed, so much thought of, I don't have enough, so I want yours, or I'm jealous of what you have, and why can't I have that? And more about responsibility and that no one owes you anything. And unfortunately, there are people out there that feel like the world owes me because I didn't have a good home environment, because I didn't get that position and someone else got it that was a different color than me, or a different race or religion than me. Show me your faith apart from your works, and I will show you my faith by my works. When we have faith, when we know that our lives have meaning and purpose, when our children know that you are here for reasons, that sets them apart and say, hey, I got something to offer this world. I don't need to go out here and take from someone else. I don't need to destroy what someone else has. I don't need to envy someone else's life, their job. I don't need to be jealous because I have my path, a calling on my life that will be much different from my peers, from my ancestors, my parents, my grandparents, etc. When our children know that you have gifts, they have gifts and talents, that we help them as parents to embody those gifts, that we pay attention. My daughter, Kayla, she loves to dance, and now she's singing more and more, and she likes playing musical instruments, the keyboard that I have, and she loves hearing music. And so I opened that up to her. She's been dancing since she was 3.5. We stopped when COVID happened, but she starts back up this month. My son loves karate and Japanese. I can't tell you how many Japanese books we've gotten from him. He's still asking me. I forgot he wanted to go to the library Saturday, and he didn't remind me. I forgot. I take responsibility in that. And we'll go tomorrow, Monday, because guess what? He wants more Japanese books. He's in karate. He's been doing it since he was 3.5, and has received rave reviews about his form, karate form. He wants to go to Japan someday. And when we observe our children and we see what they like, and we see their natural talents and gifts. My son also he makes characters out of, he's been doing it out of Play-Doh and clay, and he'll just make it without even looking at the object. It's from his memory. My daughter loves to draw too as well. And now she's into cooking, especially desserts, cookies, and cakes. But I know that there is a balance. I know that things will work out if I help feed her desire to create and as much as possible, use healthier versions of ingredients to help her to say, yes, you can have this, but let's talk about moderation, right? Start talking about teachable moments. Let's talk about healthy eating, things that we can do to help our children, to help them be self reliant and interdependent, knowing when to ask for help, knowing that their life, again, their lives have meaning and purpose. That so many souls, so many spirits are lost and have lost contact with the source of life that reminds them every day that you are here for a reason, that you were birthed or created out of love, that you are a representation of truth, which is love. God helps those who help themselves. That every day we wake up, when we know our lives have meaning and purpose, we wake up with joy that how will be used today to represent the truth. How can we reunite the family with our actions? How can we create this generational love cycle that says you don't have to take anymore? You don't have to take from anyone because you have everything that you need. I think it's having that conversation with our children and watching them, how they interact with siblings, with friends. Are they taking things? Are they saying, you owe me this? Are they blaming others for the consequences of their behaviors? Or are they looking for opportunities to create, to use their hands, to use their minds? Are they asking you to help them to do something, to be something? Everything that we do as a parent doesn't have to cost money. And we have so much access to the internet, dancing. My son and daughter were doing karate, um, a karate moves from online karate class before his father started paying for it. Kayla dances to music. She asked me, Mom, how do you dance? I said, you dance to the music that's inside of you. And she started twirling around. I think as a parent, we do as much as we can for our children. We help them by observing, by listening, by having teachable moments, by talking to them, speaking with them, not to, not so much over them, but speaking with them, listening to them, watching their nonverbal and listening to their verbal communication. That we show our faith in a higher power by what we're doing for our family, for our children, and we help them to do the same. That we as parents are not blaming our past and experiences that have happened to us, that we are learning and sharing those lessons with our children so they may continue to do the same thing. We create with our hands and spend time with our children, drawing with them, creating art with them. We humble ourselves and we laugh at ourselves, and we help our children to laugh when something, is funny, to see humor out of stuff instead of blaming and ridiculing. You didn't do that right. You have to be perfect. They are already perfect as they are for this journey. And when we are helping our children, we're helping ourselves. We're showing faith that at times when I could be doing something else, working, but instead I spend time with my children. I watch a movie with them because I know that there has to be an equal balance. And I know when I express love, I receive love. I've had so many things to happen to me because I was doing what I thought was right, putting family as a priority in my life. Because these days we can't get back, you guys. We can't get back from our children. And when we try to make it up to them in their teens, they may not listen. I hope they do, but I've seen it. You weren't there for me. I don't need you now. And that's the last thing I want to hear from my children. So when I work on my craft, when you work on your craft, when your children work on their craft, they're showing their faith by their works, by your works. We create a generational love cycle with faith balanced by works, by doing what we can to reunite the family concept, by doing what we can to helping our children achieve and fulfill their divine purpose as well as our own, by loving and expressing love, being present in our children's lives, and doing the work that we're here to do. That anytime we have doubt, we ask for faith and trust in the higher power, and we keep moving. There have been plenty of times where I felt like giving up, and there are plenty more times will I have hope come and enter my consciousness, and know that if I am doing what I feel that I need to do, that everything else will work out, that God helps those who help themselves.